So there we go. So this is English 112, of course, and it's week 3. So your only reading that you have this week really is the Cask of Amontillado, and your discussion board post will be active momentarily here, essentially on Saturday around noon or so. You'll be able to see that, and you'll be sort of doing the same thing with the Cask of Amontillado that you did for Young Goodman Brown and the Yellow Wallpaper, essentially sort of thinking of ways to create arguments about a particular work, okay? And so remember that everything that you're going to be doing is going to be an argument, something in which you are trying to prove a point about something, okay? And so that's going to be incredibly important throughout this entire semester, and most of all, and most pressingly, because your film journal is due this Saturday. It's at turnitin.com. You can just submit it through there. Don't copy and paste it. Upload the document, Word document, directly to it. If you copy and paste it, it'll strip out all the formatting. So make sure that you get that turned in. And so as you're thinking about your film journal, make sure that you've seen the film journal presentation, that you understand what I'm saying in that. But let me take a moment to emphasize again, MLA style, making sure that you have an argument is sort of the big deal. A lot of students will go and they will say, oh, well, you know, this was a film about this. And then their paper doesn't really cohere because most of the time they're either summarizing or they're just sort of going off in random directions, almost stream of consciousness. And I can always tell which students have just started to type out, basically, like, here's all the stuff I'm going to think about this film. And they kind of progress, and then they, 500 words, time to stop. And then they submit it. Okay, so make sure that you have a plan for your papers, for your film journals, no first person, all of that stuff as well. I'll be posting the rubric to the announcements page as well that I'll be using for all of your papers. So make sure that you preview that, double check it against your paper, make sure you double check it against your film journals, all of that as well. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know the YouTube video uploading process is terribly not user-friendly for some reason. It worked fine earlier, but now it doesn't. And so just feel free to go ahead and use that workaround I posted on the announcements page a couple weeks ago, where you can just upload it to YouTube and then copy and paste that web address into the thread itself, and that will be perfectly fine because it opens up a new window when I click on it and when other people click on it. Just make sure your settings are set to public and you'll be fine. So otherwise, just kind of keep doing what you're doing, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me.